Hello, I'm Camelia and you're watching KiniNews. Muhyiddin Yassin isn't exactly an amateur. In fact, you may call him a veteran politician. And it's for this exact reason Anwar Ibrahim said Muhyiddin should have known better.
Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim contended that Muhyiddin Yassin should have known better not to issue statements that can inflame voters' sentiments. In his reply to Muhyiddin's defense against his defamation suit, Pakatan Harapan chairperson Anwar claimed this is even more so when Muhyiddin made a statement during the election campaign late last year. Anwar alleged that Muhyiddin's statement was malicious. Anwar added that Muhyiddin should have known that he rebutted the allegations of receiving 15 million ringgit for serving as Selangor's economic advisor in parliament years ago. The PKR president pointed out it was not difficult for the Bersatu president to access the publicly available parliamentary handset record before making the allegation. Anwar contended that Muhyiddin has no legal duty to issue allegedly false and malicious statements in the Padang Serai constituency, which is not even the latter's parliamentary constituency of Bagoh. Through the defamation suit, Anwar rubbished the allegation as slanderous, false and disparaging against him, as well as made with malice.
Ismail Sabri views himself as a concerned elder. That is why he said he spoke up on the friction between DAP and Umno.
Ismail Sabri Yaakob said he only commented about the friction between Umno and DAP as an elder. He said he did so because he does not want to see clashes between the two parties publicized. The former Prime Minister also advised the parties to only fight behind closed doors, where outsiders cannot see them. He said parties that combine to form the government cannot clash out in the open. Ismail added that, as the elders say, it is best to keep the fight between a husband and wife within four walls, as otherwise the neighbors and passerby will notice. He said if one needs to fight, do it in the house and settle it off. Ismail was commenting on his earlier remark that he foresees further friction between Umno and DAP. This is following a war of words between figures within the two parties.
MACC's move to question a DAP minister is a good thing for the unity government's image, according to one Amanah leader. If you're wondering how that could be, here's the full story.
An Amanah leader has said that the MACC probe against Human Resources Minister V. Sivakumar proves that the government does not practice favoritism. Amanah Youth Chief Hasbi Muda said this in response to claims made by Perikatan Nasional leaders that the authorities only investigate the opposition for graft. According to him, the ongoing probe against the DAP leader gives the current Pakatan Harapan BN alliance an added advantage in the upcoming state elections. He said this shows that Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim gives freedom to the MACC to investigate anyone, including government leaders. However, Hasbi hoped that Sivakumar will not have any connection with the probe he is currently facing. If at all the minister is found linked to the case, then he would better be relieved of his duties, he added. The MACC has questioned Sivakumar twice regarding its probe into migrant worker approvals. Last week, the anti-graft agency arrested 3 individuals, 2 of whom are senior aides to the minister, as well as a business person from Ipoh, Perak. The trio has since been released after their remand order expired. Anwar said that there is no need for Sivakumar to go on leave pending the probe.
He was the face of Malaysia's fight against COVID-19 before Khairi Jamaluddin. And this Friday, he'll be retiring after more than 3 decades with the Health Ministry. Rest well, Dr. Nor Hisham.
Health Director General Dr. Nor Hisham Abdullah has one thing on his mind, and is to take a break after serving the Health Ministry for 35 years. Nor Hisham, who was Malaysia's face in the fighting against COVID-19, will be going on mandatory retirement this Friday. He was regarded as a national hero when the country was faced with the pandemic. He was also among those at the forefront to convey the latest developments and the government's efforts in curbing the spread of COVID-19 in the country. He clocked out at 4:17 p.m. on his last working day at the ministry yesterday. Speaking to the media, he said COVID-19 cases have reduced and the country has been able to keep the situation under control, and he has been looking forward to retiring. Nor Hisham was accompanied by Health Minister Dr. Zaliha Mustafa, Deputy Health Minister Lukanisman Awang Sauni, and ministry staff who were also present to bid farewell and wish him a happy retirement. Zaliha, in a Facebook post, expressed her appreciation to Nor Hisham for his 35 years of service and contribution to public health care.
This Raya, Anwar will be holding open house in states currently ruled by PAS, a move never seen before.
Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's Aidilfitri open house will be moved out of the Klang Valley for the first time in history this year. In a statement today, the Prime Minister's office said the event will be held in Kedah, Kelantan, and Terengganu. All the mentioned states are currently controlled by PAS. Kedah will host the national-level event on April 29th at Hotel Raya, Alor Setar, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This will be followed by the second leg at the Sultan Muhammad IV Stadium in Kota Baru on May 12th, which will kick off at 7 p.m. The following day will see the third leg at the University Sultan Zainal Abidin, Kuala Terengganu, also at night. According to the Prime Minister's office, similar events will be held in Selangor, Penang, and Negeri Sembilan. However, dates have not been announced.
Michelle Yeoh brought the Oscar statue all the way from Hollywood to the Prime Minister's office today. Anwar even got to hold it.
Oscar-winning actress Michelle Yeoh visited Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim at his office earlier today. According to a post on Anwar's Facebook page, Yeoh during the meeting reminisced about her journey in the entertainment world to get to where she is today. Anwar also said her achievement elevated Malaysia's name to the global stage. Anwar also posted snippets of the meeting in a Facebook story earlier today. The duo can be seen conversing about the famous Oscar statue Yeoh had brought along for the meeting. In March, the Ipoh-born Yeoh created history by becoming the first Asian actress to win Best Actress in a Leading Role at the 95th Academy Awards. In a recent press conference, Yeoh said that she took pride in Malaysia, her country of birth, despite living abroad for many years. According to her, this is because the multiracial, multicultural country had shaped her into the person she is today.
The government has explained that it has no intentions of hurting the private sector by announcing an extra holiday. This comes after Muhyiddin's boss said his company could lose thousands of ringgit, which could have been spent to help the people.
Deputy Finance Minister Ahmad Maslan said the decision to give an additional public holiday in conjunction with Aidilfitri is not populist. He added that the government has no intention of making the private sector bear the losses. Speaking to reporters today, Ahmad said the decision is not troubling and hurting the private sector, and it's the same as giving free Rahmah toll for 4 days, which aims to help the people. Muhyiddin boss Amir Ali Muhyiddin, in an interview this week, said that the additional holiday would cause his company to bear losses of 500,000 ringgit. On Tuesday, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim announced the extra public holiday to make it easier for people to make preparations for Hari Raya and to return to their hometowns. Meanwhile, Ahmad said the government had distributed the Sumbangan Tunai Rahmah cash contribution to about 8.7 million recipients nationwide.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.